Hello, come on. Welcome everybody to exciting of Cadillac Cup semifinal race here between Korenth and I'm All In. Korenth is up one game, so I'm personally hoping and get we have exciting game 3. But joining me on commentary is Akuhish, also a runner in this tournament, knocked out a little bit ago. He's also doing a lot of technical stuff, so all thanks to him for making sure that these streams run smoothly.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome in. It should be a great race. Race 2 against Korenth, and I'm All In.
Yeah, and I believe we know the seed name was something dramatic.
Yeah, the seed name that was created, Forced Factory, is fun, right? Wonder if we will even see Factory. Oh, there's Geno Factory too.
Ooh, those are always fun seeds. And we're starting off with the Luca Marl start, Girl Power. Not a lot of physical, but plenty of magic once they get it. With this party, you're probably hoping for an early Magus and a Blackrock. Just don't think about anything else.
Well, I'd be hoping for Gate Key to unlock the first 3 techs for both of them. Myself.
Yeah, it's hard to get lucky enough to have your antipodes and flares unlocked right off the gate. See our runners do their grocery shopping, their first round checks. This is all Sphere 0. And we have hard items flag on, which means the runners start with 10,000 gold instead of the usual 20. So this early grocery shopping Alan's doing is going to hurt him if he needs that snail stop item. Have to go looting to afford it. Yeah, it's not like the soup. That's how Just in Time works. It's like an open world version of Chrono Trigger, where you start off with the Jets of Time, the Epoch, whatever you want to call it. And N is setting up his Xenon Bridge check. You just got to talk to that guy, so you can later talk to the chef. It's just something you do to set up along the way. And Korenth is raiding the desert for its goodies. Definitely won't see the boss down here, because if he does, he'll just have to reset out.
Yeah, we forced the boss into the upper right corner, and Korenth did trigger the boss fight.
Oh, I feel like that was a little commentator's curse on my part.
Yeah, it's very tight to get up there. You have to hug the wall all the way up to the chest and hug it to get back out. Oh, and he did not do a safety save after the opening sequence, so
that's a big 2-minute time loss right there.
Yeah. The last race, I'm All In, had a slight soft lock in the beginning and had to reset then also. But that was coming out of the beginning scene, and then so it didn't last 2 minutes. It was 1 minute in.
Exactly. So maybe this is just karma paying Korenth back. But yeah, at least Korenth only did some information gathering and a little shopping. He didn't actually grind yet, so just a small 2-minute setback. It's still anyone's race.
Oh yeah, and most of these races are having a difference of 10 minutes.
Still haven't seen the race of tie, where I believe it's a 5-second window.
Yeah, I think that's what the organizers decided is 5 seconds. And grabbing that free shelter up there, which helps out a lot with money flow.
Yeah, you take everything you get within reason with these hard items. Other flags we have on tonight are gear rando, so you might start seeing some pluses, minuses, and question marks on gear pickups. That'll shuffle around the different abilities and stat ups and downs on different on weapons and armor, and hopefully some rocks.
We're getting our first key item check with the carpenter and his wife.
Yep, she says tools, but it'll really be. What was that?
The ruby knife.
All right, that's a good time to talk about our possible go modes. So, how does one win the race, Aku?
We either have to go off and beat up Lavos or we beat up Zeal. There's two ways to get to Lavos, and that's either through Magus' castle with Frog in the party, both pieces of the broken sword. And then the other is Gate Key, Ruby Knife, and Dreamstone. Then to get to Zeal, we need the clone, the Chrono Trigger, and the pendant.
That's right. With that ruby knife, we need to go to prehistory, invade the Tyranno lair, whereas the pendant gets us to Death's Peak in the future. Are both our runners in the fair at the same time? That's some fun sync. And we'll get a snail stop check on Korenth's side. Dreamstone. I'd probably just. I don't know. I guess you need the gate key. You know where it is. He's hurting on money, so.
Yeah, both of the runners, I think, did some shopping. So, well, and it doesn't give you progression until it is your final go mode item.
It doesn't unlock anything by itself other than the path to go mode. Whereas the gate keys will keeping us from going to prehistory, prehistory, where the dinos are. All Ed's going to get his free ruby knife as Korenth's doing some looting and grinding in the forest. One thing about this, I think I've seen a lot of runners spend more time before heading, just like getting a quick level going Cathedral. There's a lot more info gathering.
And with how Korenth is going to be doing these first two fights, is he'll get the first two techs for both of these characters. And that will be from the second fight and tech doubling.
Those are pointing out go mode is close already, but that gate key could be on low for all we know.
Yeah, we have no idea where that gate key is. And Anne is seeing who's at the burrow, and it is Ayla. So the forging the sword and getting the character is not going to lock anything. The only one or two characters that it could be to lock things is Frog and Robo. Frog locking a go mode and Robo locking the key item from Desert.
Yeah, so depending who's at Cathedral could affect where our runners go next. You don't want to see Frog. A vanilla frog would not be tasteful here.
And these techs are not all that kind. No screen clear yet.
At least they have enough magic to do some damage without relying on their weapons.
Yeah, and these two don't have good weapons unless they're endgame weapons.
If you're really worried, you could have went to Melchior and got a mid-tier weapon just to somewhat breeze through.
Yeah, but those weapons take all of your money with hard items.
Ooh, we got a robot here, which opens up Desert. when a runner's going to take it.
And with boss rando, who knows what boss is there, because it doesn't have to be retinite anymore.
It's still a high HP spot, so you can't just rush over there.
Right.
Once you have some good tech, you can tackle them. Or whatever's there. Yeah, every time I see a runner go to the desert, I just think like, oh, do they have water? And I'm like, oh, they might not need it.
Not with boss rando on anyway. And Korenth, even with that little setback, is right next to I'm All In.
Yep. Both getting that bromide at basically the same time. That's incredible. Now, I hope they remember to turn it in, though. That's the tricky part with this tournament.
Yeah, that can be tricky, just remembering little things you can do. And we'll see if they're just getting the bromide and leaving, or seeing who the character is in the castle.
Yeah, a lot of players have been just grabbing the bromide and dipping, but this might come down to someone being back there, although that would just be Frog, and we still need 2 sword pieces to make him fun.
Well, it looks like N is done. Korenth is
Awesome.
leaving too.
Yeah, when you have a dactyl nest is a little bit faster, and in the future you just walk up to someone. Probably won't see who's back there unless yeah, I mean, if you're really desperate for a frog, because this team is good enough to get you through the end of the game. 2 girls and a robot.
I'd be looking for someone other than Maro. But that's me on a personal level and how I play.
We have N checking the jerky spot. It's a Robo's ribbon. I feel just, you have robot, just suddenly makes him a little more useful. Good tech points on the bridge. Keep moving. That's what N's going to do.
Yeah, and then the drops on the bridge are usually not bad.
Yeah, and in hard items, the runners really need whatever they can get.
And Robo's first tech was shock, so as long as they have ethers, should get through whatever is at the end of the bridge.
Did Korenth do his grocery shopping after his reset?
He did some
Okay.
grocery shopping, but did not do much for loot. And Korenth's saying no to that ribbon.
Took him a little while to decide.
Yeah, it's a choice. Like, do you pump up Robo, or do you just go and search for something else?
Yeah, I think if you're not taking the ribbon, then you're definitely going to take whatever else the game throws at you.
Oh, and Robo's second tech is Heal Beam.
That's actually pretty good. 2 great techs right off the bat.
Yeah, and using that tech doubling masterfully there. Get that first 2 techs for that third character after the bromide fight. And Korenth is going to check out Heckran's Cave.
I like this play because the robot could take as many tech points as you can give him. No magic unlock needed. You got shock to get through here. This is good.
The only downside with shock early is it takes a lot of MP. It's 12 for each one.
Yeah, and a gold still wouldn't help because you want to keep that ribbon on him.
Yeah, and Korenth not taking that Robos ribbon, so gold stud or any stud would be great there. And we see Hekran on end side.
Corinth is in Hecarim Cave. You gotta love the synchronicity.
And so there's not much End can do other than shock, flame toss, and ice one.
Well, he managed to get the menu glitch to get the ribbon on, so that's why our robot's glowing on end side.
Yeah, and that is amazing to hit that. It's a couple frame window, and when the game is running on 60 frames a second, it's kind of hard to get it.
Yeah, and that is one of the other flags we have for this race. There is no free menu glitch. Usually, that window is extended for the early part of the tournament, but as we get here towards the best of the runners, at least for this tournament, that menu glitch becomes vanilla. You have to really get that window. A couple milliseconds.
Yeah, and that menu glitch only happens at the Lavos and Zeal fights. Or the free menu glitch helps out with that.
Doesn't help with Xenon menu glitch.
No, it does not help with the Xenon bridge. And Korenth got Flare on Luca. So that would be her third tech.
And that's pretty much all you need. You know, you'll find a way to get magic eventually, but you'll love to see Flare.
Yeah, now if Mario learned Ice 2, that would be Antipode 3.
What was Robo's next tech? I missed it on Corn's side.
Aftershock? Or, no, a shock, then heal beam. Oh, Mershana saw area bomb. Okay.
There we go. So yeah, shaping up to be quite the powerhouse early team here.
Oh, and Nizbel.
I mean, he's in a cave. It's very fitting. They look
is.
like with your side here.
And with Robo knowing shock, can just shock Nizbel, and he won't do anything for a few turns.
And you got heal beam to recover from the counterattack.
Yeah.
And is through his Xenon fight. Going to get a couple levels. I wouldn't be surprised if he heads there next, or maybe we might see Denadoro.
Yeah, I don't know where N is going to go next.
You've got to remember the bromide. That's good.
Get one of every tab by turning in that bromide.
And talking to this guy. Yeah, that is kind of invaluable when you want to go fast, especially trying to hit endgame as close to 30 as possible. Sorry, level 30. Where is N going? And it's a Hecarim play, but he's just stopped to eat the pie. Or cake.
Yeah, we all like to say cake. It's either or.
Korenth got through his Nizbel fight. Gonna see what Tabit has cooking for us today. The Thomas Pop. Could the runners take on Giant's Claw at this level? They have good text for it.
They have the text, and there are 3 power tabs in there. Like they, with the flare and shock, should be able to take out anything as long as you got ethers.
Yeah. And just dumped a bunch of tabs on his characters trying to get prepared for this Hecarim Cave boss fight. Keeping the power magic in reserve though for later.
And Korenth might just be opening it up so he doesn't have to time travel, which takes time to do with the transitions.
Yeah, so you just do it along the way to something else so it's available for you when you get around to it.
Yeah, because everything else is in the Middle Ages now that can be done.
So you think we're going to see Denadoro get pendant or gate key to open something up?
The
Maybe.
other two is Denadoro and Desert. Or finish out Cathedrals, see if there's a character back there. But the only character back there that would be doing anything is Frog, and that won't do anything until later anyway.
We just don't have much of anything at the moment. But running with this team for now, N has a little advantage for keeping that ribbon. Yep. Thank you, Moon Blizzard.
Yeah, and the ribbon having Sun Shade's effect, so all of Robo's damage is increased by 25%. So his shock should be dealing some more damage.
Yeah, it might be a good play to put some magic tabs on the robot. I believe that's what Korenth did to his.
Yeah, right now that might not be a horrible play. And that would increase his heal beam ability too.
Yeah, with those early texts, it might be time for a magic robot. So I think Korenth is just grinding here. Gonna save and do the boss. Because the desert is within reach now. And he has a ruby vest if Son of Sun shows up.
And when Korenth triggered the boss fight, he could have waited for the boss to show up just to see what was there.
Yeah, Intel would have made it a little more worth it.
But when you're in the now, you triggered it, you know you kind of messed up, you just want to reset. And Korenth got that chest and ran out. And it's a
practice, I guess. It's a Masamune. We don't have Chrono, so we'll be able to neutralize that tornado energy. Makes this fight a little scarier. But not a big deal for our runners. And we've got N fighting Nisbel in Hecarid's Cave. Oh, Blake, can you miss it? I was just talking about it, and they're done. And I haven't seen what the Ethers roll, but seeing our full Ether drop might be a good time to talk about healing item rando. Another flag we have. You pay attention, the items aren't healing, restoring what they usually do. It's all random variables that can roll low or high.
Yeah, Ethers rolled 11. So that's
Juicy.
really good.
You almost don't need to free Fritz. And with this party, we can't. Well, we can't get paid for it, at least. We can still do it.
Revives are reviving at 90 instead of 50.
That's
And
great.
N is looking like he's going to Denadoro.
It's not a bad play. This is the appropriate level for here. You get a key item at the end, random bosses, you know, it could be something easy. Could be Super Slash.
And I don't know if Ed meant to get into this fight or not, but he's taking it anyway.
Right, because this one is skippable.
Korenth using that heal beam after the area effect.
It's going to be a slog at this level, but this damage hasn't been bad.
And when Masamune is charging up the attack, the counterattack is a single target attack at whoever attacked it.
Yeah, the Korenth definitely has the kit to deal with it. What's that heal beam doing now? 120? Okay, he needs a little more magic before. It's great, but it's good in a pinch.
Yeah, it is really good at any level, really. Heals the whole party instead of one person.
Yeah, and we don't know what Lapis has rolled. They could be group ethers instead of group heals.
Oh, speak of Lapis, Korenth got one and it just said Lapis.
Oh, so we have portable heal beams now. Yeah, sometimes those can change to group Lapis Ether form. See Lapis M if it does that. A Karate Gi Plus on Korenth's side. Going to see what happens after the robot renews the forest here. See what the Cathedral Shop has. Lapis is doing 210, so that's a little bit nicer roll than usual. And the robot has the gate key. Took him 600 or 400 years to make, but we got it. Because it's prehistory access and end of time, so I bet the next step. Oh, sorry, that's go mode. Once we get to the snail stop.
Yeah, that would be go mode. Just have to get that one item.
Yep, and Korenth was selling some stuff to be able to afford it. It is going to be in go mode as soon as he clicks yes here. There we have it. Ooh, all in is what could he find here? Makes it worth it. I mean, Pendant sends him a whole other direction. Won't get magic unlocked easily. DBZ Trivia saying always do the desert gambit. It's a good bit. If you get the robot early, pretty quick check.
Yeah, sub 30 minutes for go mode. That is a quick go mode. Yeah, when you get
where Korenth's gonna go, I think he just goes for go mode. Oh, he's going for the ribbon before.
you got Robo, you might as well power him up.
You know where it is. You have sub 3-minute go mode. It's not a bad idea. But then he's definitely keeping this team to the end of the game.
Oh, and there's a lava spawn on top of that mountain.
That's a tough fight with this group. But they do have some single target techs.
Well, Flame Toss is single target, ice is single target. Robo can only punch.
He's a good puncher, to be fair. This will not be the quickest fight. Looks like about 400 damage around. If there's no healing needed.
And that ice from Marl is doing decent damage. Yeah, and this is going to be a slow fight. And all we can do is hope it pays off for N.
Yeah, but what else could get a comparable go mode?
The Zeal ending, but need all three of them, really.
That's the problem. There's too many items that if he gets any of them, he still needs to do a lot more to go a different way.
And with such an early go mode, you are lower leveled. And that Black Tyranno fight can be tough. And there's a random boss just before that too.
Yeah, I don't know what level our runners are, but there would be a lot of grinding at Ocean Palace if you can make it there.
And once you get to Ocean Palace, you can grind at the grind spot, hoping that your AoE spells do enough damage.
Is there a situation where you'd fight Specchio for experience in a tab?
All you would do is get tabs. You do not get experience from Specchio fight.
Oh, okay. You probably won't see that.
No. And Specchio doesn't start giving multiple tabs until further in. Like you're ready to go against Lavos further in. Ooh. Flare on Lavos spawn.
Playing a dangerous game over there, all in.
Yeah, and Korenth finished his fight. Oh, and N did not quite finish off the Lavos spawn.
It was a good gambit, because, like, if it died, it can't counterattack. Gonna try it again, hopefully. This should push it over. It was doing 1,000 damage.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to do these high-powered attacks and deal with the counterattacks.
Definitely a gamble, but he knew they'd survive. And we'll be rewarded with something here on top of the mountain as Korenth goes through the cupboard back to the prehistory.
And what does N get?
A pendant. Oh. I mean, it could give us something different.
It could. And then N would be going through more dungeons, so he would possibly be more powered up to go through the Omen and just walk through it quicker than Korenth does the Ocean Palace.
Yeah, Clone and Trigger could be somewhere in the future. We could see it. Omen is the fastest of the Go modes.
It
Or
might
if,
be the fastest Go mode, but it also depends on when you get that Go mode. Like if you get it way after your opponent, it might not be as effective.
yeah, and we do see N go to the desert, so this is a really good play. He'll get his Go mode the same way, just be a few minutes behind. Because he already has the ribbon, he'll have to go back for that. He'll probably go straight to prehistory and never look back after unlocking magic.
And N is going through desert now, so quite possibly going to get that gate key and not worry about that pendant.
Yep. Now you still have to go through the prison to power up the pendant, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so there's no sealed check for him unless he does that, but that would be we're not going to see that once he gets his Go mode.
Yeah, I highly doubt we will see any sealed chest plays.
Is Korenth doing well?
He might be for the levels. Not a bad thing to do.
I guess instead of doing a grind spot.
Yeah. Yeah, because you still have to get to that grind spot. There's two big bosses in your way.
Yeah, and honestly, gear. Our runners need gear. This has been a poverty run. They're karate gi pluses and mid-tier weapons. And they're pointing out that also speed tab on the way.
Yeah, there is a speed tab.
This is probably the slowest party you could have. Robo's Ribbon speeds up a little bit, but you're going to need speed tabs to make this party really work for the end game.
Yeah, and it's the Grimalkins do give a ton of experience, and the birds give a ton of experience too. You just have to hit them twice. The Bantam Imps.
Yeah, although going to run away from this fight. I bet we see all the chests get looted, though.
Oh yeah, I'd be looting the chests up here.
See how Korenth spends his tabs here. Use the power on Robo because the other one you can use them. And the magic, okay.
Well, the magic will increase the healing part of Heal Beam. And N got through that Masamune fight. So he'll be getting the gate key as well.
Yep, so we'll just be a little bit behind, and if N decides to go to straight for go mode, suddenly he'll be in the lead.
Yeah, Korenth gaining these levels might be able to propel him further than N or quicker than N through the go mode too. But we will see what's gonna happen.
I'm going to shock his way through this fight. 2 techs to clear because the imps take you got to kill their birds first. And N is headed for prehistory, so this might be. Well, he's gonna stop and get magic unlocked, so we'll see what he really does after that.
Korenth found a speed tab in one of those chests, so that should be worth it already. One MP aura for a full heal on a person is always nice.
Yeah. It's the OP single target magic. Best bang for your buck.
And unlocked magic.
So no more tech points going to waste. I think he only recently got to his 3rd level techs too. Gonna take a drink from the mossy bucket or wherever that is. And gonna head for 1000 AD, pick up his Wings of Time, and then see where he's really going from there. What was that dual tech Korenth just got? Just flashed right by.
Yeah, I do not know. And did not pick up the rock from Snail Stop, though.
Maybe figures you can always go back for it. Well,
Oh, Blue Rock Plus. All we need is Magus.
Yeah, we have the tools for. What, Blue Rock is a Mega Flare?
Yes. Korenth found a Sunshade. Gonna put that right on Luca.
That's 2 people with damage boosting multipliers on their gear. All M is going to look for whoever's up here. I believe it was Ayla in the burrow.
Yes, Ayla was in the burrow.
Okay, so we haven't seen the future or back Cathedral, so it's a 1 in 3 chance of being Magus for that Blue Rock.
Yeah, Korenth used the Blue Rock in the last game that they were in and won. So maybe N is trying to copy that and say rocks are awesome and you need rocks to win.
Call it the geology strat. Colin didn't get that really tricky skip towards the end, but it is rewarded with Magus.
Now we just need the text on the 3 people.
Yeah, Dark Matter is probably his last text.
No, it's Dark Bomb for...
Oh, Dark Bomb for triple... Okay.
Yeah, a Flare on Luca and Laser Spin on Robo.
Oh, doesn't have it.
Doesn't have any of them, I don't think. But that rock with the plus could be really good anyway. Okay, no, he's got flare. So he's got one thing.
Right, yeah. We knew Luca had flair, so 1 out of 3 ain't bad. We get a lot of tech points from now to the end of the game. Oh, we need to mark N as in go mode. As he is going through, was this? No, this is Reptile Lair, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Reptite Lair.
So he's also taking a detour dungeon. Not low, but it's still a decent one.
I think he forgot what was that snail stop.
Did he never go back for that?
No.
Oh my.
And Korenth found a flea plus.
It's actually one of the easier fights you could get up here, other than the statuses.
Yeah, and flea plus can still be tricky. Get him down to half HP and he'll have a chance of countering with a stare. Unless if you have a party member down.
And here is the stare.
Marl is going to go down at least.
Oh, gets a wipe.
Everyone goes down.
Chat brings up a good point, though, about All In, is that they think he's just grinding here real quick because it's an easy, repeatable fight.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's going to go down. He was waiting for Secret Tunnel.
Secret Tunnel is usually good.
It's a similar thing that Korenth's going for, is just getting more gear and items for the most part, and tech points.
Yeah, and every fight after you drop down is a forced, non-runnable encounter.
Yeah, but I'm asking if he forgot. It could be forget.
And Korenth is running down the mountain. Not going to go up against the Flea Plus again, is what it's looking like.
Well, it's going to take some time, but I guess if you don't feel confident in that, you got what you came for with all this gear and levels and tech points.
And the items found in the secret tunnels were not that great. And Korenth can retake all of these fights going back down.
Yeah, and with magic unlocked, surprised he didn't go for any boulders if this was really just about grinding. If you don't have Dreamstone, when would you be stopped? If, like, All In thinks he has it, but didn't actually pick it up.
You would be stopped at Tyranno Lair because you cannot open it up without the Dreamstone.
Okay. If he remembers it's there and just forgot to do it, thinking he has it, it won't be too punishing.
Right. Or he's just grinding and then going to get it. I don't know what his play is.
Is that a rainbow home for sale?
Yes, it is.
That's a pretty good store.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Gonna get his free, or Olin's gonna get his free heal from the Sweetwater, and is going to Tyranno Lair. This is fun. So you're saying like the switch down here is supposed to open the other side won't work?
Yeah, it just won't do anything. But the enemies will still be gone when he comes back.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad.
And SpeedGaming bot just put in a couple nice links. You can check out wiki.ctj if you want to learn more about the game. Join the Discord. Very welcoming to newbies. It's fun to play. You know, if you love Chrono Trigger, obviously you're watching this. Come try it out.
Yeah, you get that nice message of the Switch did not respond. Maybe you need this item. It happens to everyone. And when you're in a high stakes race where if you lose, you're out of the tournament, it happens. Yeah, and Moonblazer brings a really good point. If it's a ruby knife, you can still go through that whole dungeon. You just cannot open the door up at the top of Zeal.
It's a long walk of shame back to the epoch from there.
Yes.
Or through some last minute shopping before going back to prehistory, and looks like our runners will be entering Chrono lair roughly the same time. Korenth's just being a little bit ahead. 51-15 on Korenth entering.
There we go.
So close, I missed the exact time. So it's just like 15 seconds behind. N is to Korenth.
Yeah, it is almost negligible time right now. And with Magus and Blue Rock, Korenth with levels from Woe.
Perhaps better gear. I didn't really see him pick up anything game changing.
There's a Sunshades up there and a Hurricane for Magus, which he doesn't have.
And doing the full loot route in the teleport room, which always makes my brain hurt.
Yeah, and Korenth and going through that room in two different ways and getting no encounters.
That's why these guys made it to the semifinals.
Korenth got the skip where N did not. So Korenth just leapfrogged into the front.
Yeah, but it's just back and forth these two points. It's so stringy.
And this is going to be how close this race is going to be, probably from this point forward. Hopefully, anyway.
It's gonna feel more like a horse race going forward. They're gonna win by a nose.
Korenth putting the panels to sleep because they can go to sleep, just like your computer can go to sleep. Oh, ice tackle.
Yeah, fun strats on both sides using Magus's what is that dark hole ability that only hits the screen and mother brain. Well, one screen and mother brain.
Yeah.
Ends Robo is confused and is trying to attack the rest of the team. Oh man.
Well, I'd rather see Robo attack the team instead of that last panel.
It was close. Luckily, he went for Mother Brain.
Yeah. Mother Brain stopped that confuse, so Robo's back. Korenth getting through his Mother Brain.
Yeah, those Sunshade's really paying off.
And another speed tab from that fight.
It's definitely much appreciated by the runners.
And N should not be too far behind in his fight.
He was putting up decent numbers, but the ice tackles and courtside were doing 1,400, and Magus was only popping out about 800.
Oh,
there goes down inside.
And
Sword those tech points to make sure you can use that rock to its fullest.
All right, end is done. Robo just doesn't get anything from it.
Yeah, but one of the reasons the fight was clinched was that Robo was down. His black hole attack was actually doubled in power because it has the Doom effect.
Yes.
There's Dark Bomb for Magus, so that's 2/3 of the puzzle for the blue rock.
Yeah, just need that one more from Robo.
You know where it is on his tech list, though. Not the next one, that was Robo Tackle. I mean, as long as you have it for the end of the game, that's what counts, right?
Yes. That's when it really matters.
I didn't see what was on that rock, but it was a plus.
Yeah, I don't think N or did N equip it yet?
Yeah, he just did on Magus.
Okay. I don't know if N forgot which one to press or he wants to try to get Robo some tech points.
Yeah, it could easily be trying to get those tech points. Getting his double bomb.
And the plus is protect all, Zelfer is saying. So that's going to help with status
is that barrier
protection.
And shield?
Is that what?
Protect all, is that barrier and shield?
No. It's full status protection. It rolled amulet.
Oh. And then Magus came with an amulet, so if you need it, you do have 2 status protective accessories available.
And you're going to be using one of them to use Omega Flare.
So that'll make 2 amulets effects to 0 then. And Korenth obstacle might make difference later on.
It very well might. But Korenth can buy an amulet at the new shop. Whereas N won't have to buy one.
And the money routing has been very tight this race.
Yeah, when you start out with 10 grand, it gets really tight.
So Korenth is already on to his first countdown to the big blast. And Ed is still trying to get rid of Zala.
Yeah, and just got rid of Azala. So the countdown is going to start here soon. And it might come down to who grinds longer or more at the grind spot.
Or it might come down to a Mega Flare.
Yes, and a Mega Elixir from this fight.
Which you don't need necessarily for the strat. You do want to have one for a Zeal fight.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but it is a really good backup. You can go a little bit more all out because you got that safety net.
If they were a little more confident in their defensive gear, thinking you can take a big hit and cast that. You have to do as long as you have two characters up, one does a revive and a Mega Elixir, no problem.
Or you use that Mega Elixir to regain your MP.
Right, when you have Lapis M's. Worth getting his little cutscene break. He's going to head to Antiquity. Or rather, the Dark Ages. It's only dark if you're living on the ground. Sky people are having a blast.
Oh yeah, just like the Jetsons. Just raise everything up.
Pollution gets too bad, just go a little higher. You're fine. Korenth is going to do his new shopping here. See if he gets an amulet. It is expensive.
They are very expensive.
He's going to sell that Hurricane because he doesn't have Magus.
Yeah, you might as well. They cost a lot too, or they give you a ton of money.
Not going for an amulet, just grabbing a couple full ethers. I don't know if you can scratch together enough money for an amulet, to be honest. Yep. Zelfa confirming in chat.
Yeah. With hard items, it can get tough to get that money.
You get a free amulet for using the Lavos 1?
Yeah, Korenth can go to Lavos 1, lose. It takes time, but the new shop goes down to the destroyed village, and you can buy one there instead. You just have to go through a long cutscene, then you start out at Lavos 2.
It's a unique backup strat.
Rarely used.
If obstacle is stop, he might opt for that though. And we got a red knight here with some water, so it's not going to be end of the world. Yes, our good Sandy boy. Thank you, chat.
And just over an hour, and we're going into the final dungeon.
Yeah, that's exciting. Get ready to mark the time Korenth gets in here. Could be a tricky fight for him.
Yeah, and it's only physical or non-elemental. Like Tailspin is non-elemental, and Dark Hole or Black Hole is non-elemental too.
Hmm. All in using his fortune to buy revives and shelters from Melchior.
Yeah, revives and shelters are guaranteed at Melchior. I use that shop mostly for my end game shopping.
Your last minute, make sure I have everything I need.
Yup. Usually just shelters. I don't worry about revives.
Did Korenth pet the cat? I don't know if he did before coming here, but All N just did, so we don't have it on the SpeedGaming tracker, but that was important for the Cadillac Cup.
Corinth did pet the cat at some time.
Okay.
Just looked at his tracker. It is marked.
Okay, so it's a real race then. We have Korenth going into Ocean Palace. 5 minutes past the hour.
Oh, and it's going to see what rock is here too.
Huh. You think he could switch back to the BlackRock party? Oh my goodness.
It is a black rock.
He can decide, does he want to keep the robot or not? I think he already invested a bunch of tabs into Robo, though.
Yeah, and Blue Rock Omega Flare is... It is much stronger.
I wonder what the plus rolled, because it might just be another fun thing to throw on somebody. Did you see what it was?
I did not.
I just checked it out. It's got speedrunner eyes. They can see menus faster than normal humans.
They're also menuing, and when you're doing it yourself, it's much easier to see.
Right. Confirming it's power plus 10. So, not the most exciting effect. For who we have left that needs gear. You could throw it on Magus if you want to hit stuff.
Yeah, and like that's not really gonna do Magus much good.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna see Omega Flare stick around. From the the plus amulet, and it's just a better attack.
Yeah.
All in going into his Red Knight fight, about to get to Ocean Palace. We'll see how long Korenth grinds here at the grind spot in Ocean Palace. But this is where runners spend however long they need to for they're comfortable running to the real end of the game. Korenth using double V-bomb strats to save MP. Getting Antipodes 2 and 3 in that latest fight.
Yeah, with Fire 2 and Ice 2. Also got Fire Tackle.
So that he'll have the coverage he needs for single target versus area clears. There will be a boss gauntlet to get through Ocean Palace. Oh no, Luca is blind on inside. However, will he get through? He is still shooting with her and hitting, so kudos.
Yeah, we still got that twin boss fight to see.
Luca as lucky as a twin golem boss like the other day. I believe that's what was one of the big clinching moments of the game one was that Korenth and all that had Ocean Palace v Death or Black Omen, and Korenth ran into double golem boss, which is cakewalk. It sped up everything after that.
Yeah, and N had a tough boss up at the Black Omen that took quite a while, but also had a golem boss up there too.
Yeah, so I don't think we'll be that lucky this time.
No, I highly doubt it. Like
What
that's a
double boss would you
once
like
in
to see
a
here?
like you'd have to roll almost a seed a day and get it once a month almost.
Yeah. Shoot. I didn't mark the time N made it into Ocean Palace.
No,
Was that like 2 minutes ago?
maybe about that. And with these runners so close together, still, like one Corinth is past the grind spot is starting the elevator, and just starting the grind spot. It's still really close.
Yeah, probably about, and it's probably about 4 minutes behind, but I don't think we'll see him grind as much here. Oh, except he still needs laser spit on Robo.
Yeah.
This fight is dropping full ether, so that's what you like to see.
Yeah, just go all out with your high-powered techs and still have ethers afterwards.
No tech yet. Looks like ends at level 25 on average.
Yes.
Did you see what level Cord stopped at?
No, I did not.
And Tribby saying Corinth was level 29. Now, the fights on the Ocean Palace elevator, is the number of them randomized, or is it always this one's always the same and the Omen's the one with the random?
This one's always the same couple of fights. It's in the Omen that has the random fights, or random number of fights.
Okay. And this scatter fight is the bane of all runners. They don't have quite the right tech to get through this. So if the single target magic these scouters down. And no non-elemental attack like usually you want a Dino Tail or a Frog Squash. Easy way to get through that, but we don't have either of those characters for this elevator fight. Hooked up Penguin, if you have a question, say now. I know that we had a little spam bot in chat. The moderator got to him. I think we're still waiting on laser spin on end side.
And this randomizer is the open world randomizer, starting with epic, so we can go to a couple different eras, and the other eras are locked behind different key items.
Yep, if you're familiar with the game, there's 2 ways to Lavos and 1 way to Black Omen to fight Queen Zeal 2.
And we do have a Discord and a wiki. We post all of our races in the Discord. And the wiki has a ton of different information.
Yep, and it's really easy for casual players to get in. Check out Camp Specky on YouTube. That's a training series put out by the team behind Jets of Time. And that's well worth watching if you want to get into playing.
Then we have a web-based generator to generate seeds. So you can create your own seeds and race, or just go through that random game at your leisure. And Korenth found the best double boss fight that there is.
Double Dalton plus.
Yes.
Ooh. I mean, at least both rounds will have to go through it. These lemons are hitting a little... not bad at all, actually.
The first couple are low. Then he goes to the high power attacks.
You combine that with getting your HP halved every now and then, and it's hard to stay afloat. But we're going to see some re-race strats on Korenth. That's something Emma won't have going into this fight.
Yeah, re-raise is going to be amazing right here, especially when those do their high-powered hits. And Dalton Plus will counterattack everything with the opposite element except for lightning, because in the vanilla game you're not supposed to have lightning at this point, with Chrono being out of the party.
And finally leaving his grind. Happy with what the levels he has now. Chat saying with Omega Flare, this double Dalton Plus fight will be a 2-shot for him.
Yeah, Omega Flare should be doing tons of damage by the time he gets there. And it's going to hit both of them at once.
All in is just a few more screens away from his elevator. then we'll see how much he can catch up after that. Having to use life 2, it looked like, on Luca, and commentator's Kurt, as I talk about it, she went down again.
Yeah, there's the powered up attacks from Dalton Plus.
Yep, the lemons are now lemon limes and really hitting hard.
Yes. But after 2 of them from each, they'll go back to their lower value, and then everything starts over.
Well, the script is easy from here then. Just needs to get through this fight before it gets back towards the end of the loop.
Yeah, this Dalton Plus fight might be a sort of equalizer or wall. For Korenth, it might be a wall. For N, it might be an equalizer.
Yeah, and with that, boarding the elevator, I can tell you that N is about 9 minutes behind from the same point. The elevator fight. And with Korenth taking that, was that a reset?
Yes, that was a reset. Going
So
to probably change gear up and try it again.
Yeah, just really doesn't have the gear. You know, it's been very disappointing with hard items. Thank you, Trivy, continuing to put the info in the chat. So Korenth taking on the Double Dalton Plus round 2. Let's see what he changes up in his strategy here. Yep, chat pointing out Korenth was definitely stuck in a loop and wasn't doing enough to get through. As any JRPG fan knows, the heal loop, it's all fine and dandy until you run out of items, and you're going to need something to get through the end of the game. It still might be facing a reset either way. Okay, I don't think... Yeah, so Korenth is using haste this time instead of re-raises at the start. I think we might see Marl do a round of hasting and some re-raises. Might be a difference maker, as all N is in his scouter fight, but it won't be as big a deal for him because he has non-elemental magic damage. It just has 2 scouters left instead of having to deal with them one by one. And Zelfar, I don't know if you're being sarcastic with that black hole placement. Yeah, that is a area effect spell, sort of like the area bomb, where it's a certain area around the character, so you can manipulate the area of effect by changing the character parameter. Zelfar confirming that is the best place for Magus because you can take out 4 scouters. I guess you just want them on either side. Korenth's still struggling with this Dalton Plus fight. Has to life 2 Luca. It seems to be going a little bit better this time around. Except here comes the heavy hitting lemons. Yep. Luckily has that re-raise on Marl. And all in is creating the lava bridge. I think he got some of those skips, which are tricky. Chat confirming that just leaving Magus in the third spot's pretty much a guarantee to get through the rest of the game from here. And for black hole placements. Does Ed not have a Mega Flare unlocked yet? Oh no, he does. Okay. I got worried there for a second when I didn't see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he should have it unlocked.
He did enough grinding for it.
Like the only downside is it's a triple tech.
Right, so you're always gonna be gated by your slowest character. In this case, Luca always gets the worst end of the ATB bar. But yeah, from a 9-minute deficit, all in fight is basically just took the lead as long as he gets through this fight.
Yeah, and just have to survive that Lightning 2 counterattack because he should not get into the higher powered attacks from Dalton Plus.
Yeah, he is going to power through this, take some counterattacks, then probably finish off with one more Mega Flare. Using a Lapis real quick right after the attack lands, so the Lapis proc right after the counterattacks do.
Oof. And his Luca got picked on.
It's always rough. That's going to do a quick res and maybe some sort of item here. Going to drop a full tonic. And now Mega's getting picked on, but survives. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh,
there we go. He can get this a Mega Flare.
No.
No. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, just gotta get through this fight.
At least all in is back to the beginning of the cycle, so these are the easy lemons.
Right, so should just have to revive Magus and do a quick Omega Flare.
Ed's party does not have a life spell in it, so these revives are the only things he'll have till the end of the game in case someone goes down during a fight. So they are a precious commodity for him. Doing some very careful menuing on N's side to make sure he can. Oh! Robo goes down after selecting Omega Flare.
Oh no. So the ATB bar, so if everyone else goes to 0. Oh,
wow.
that's
okay. This is into a wall for both of our runners.
Yeah, that's just unlucky at that point. You can always turn down the battle speed so you get your inputs in easier.
Yeah, that's actually that's probably all N needs to get through this. Because he's been screwed, I think, twice due to ATB glitches like that, where, he was clicking it, but the computer got it in a frame right before.
Yeah, and the computer will always get it on that perfect frame every time.
Yeah, Zelfer saying these Daltons have 7 million HP.
7,000, yeah.
Yeah. So if he could just power through to, what was that? I think 2 Omega Flares would have been enough.
Yes, when Omega Flare's dealing 4,000, yeah, just Omega Flare, Omega Flare.
Yeah, this is the time to be greedy, and All In just wasn't, was playing a little safe, trying to get that heal off, and then got unfortunate downs.
And somewhere in our Discord, I don't know where it is, but there is a sheet that tells you how much HP every boss spot has and what boss is there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like Korenth is reset to the grind spot.
And for Korenth, this isn't bad because the battle damage is determined by your level and everything else. So whatever it would be in vanilla to deal battle, and now you add your level into it too. So if you're leveled up high enough, in theory, you can do max damage on everything.
Yeah. So it's N's race to lose at this point as he does get through the double Daltons. Gonna talk to our last new of the run. And enters the Lavos 1 fight.
And N should be thinking Omega Flare for the win. Omega Flare for the win.
Yeah, just stop doing anything else and just keep doing it. Wait for a Mega Flare. That's it.
Maybe do something a little bit different at Lavos 3 when the middle bit is down, but everything else just Omega Flare. And as long as things continue like this, we should be seeing a game 3.
Well, I mean, don't jinx anyone just yet. But yeah. Black Rock proves to be the game changer once again.
The Blue Rock, yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Blue Rock.
It's all fine.
One of these days we will see a Black Rock play. And hopefully it'll be a Black Rock versus Blue Rock.
Maybe the next matchup where it's Zelfer versus the winner of this. One can go black, one can go blue.
Maybe we could even get the seeds guaranteed that. No. That could be a fun flag set if you just start with all the rocks. So you always have them.
I don't think our developers have created that yet, where you can choose your starting equipment.
Next tournament.
The next mini tournament is going to be something different.
Maybe we'll finally see a Legacy of Cyrus tournament.
That's what it's going to be.
I did. Sorry, spoilers alert.
No, it's all good. Me and one of the developers are coordinating that together. There's going to be some changes in the gear rando.
Right. N does get through this fight with a dead Luca, but at this point, tech points aren't your concern.
Yeah, from all of the Lavos battles, there's no tech or no tech points or experience points gained anyway.
I guess it makes sense. It's the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, making it through that Lavos 1 fight intact gets you the sweet save point. In case you need to dip out, you have a gate.
Yeah, and if you come through here through the 1999, with the epic and crash into it, there's no save point. You have one shot at it. Otherwise, you have to go through that cutscene again.
Belfer calling Team Blue Rock if we can set it up for him for his finals fight after this series is over. Good to see competition here scoping out his potential competitor. Omega Flare is one-shot the right arm. Not enough to get both arms down in one, though. Might just be an unlucky roll and was really close. Lavos is armless now. Armless, not harmless. He's still got plenty of harm. An obstacle was... what? Chaos? But either way, it's not going to be a game ender for Korenth going there without amulets. Lock, sorry. Yep. Is on his way back down through the elevator. And stream froze for a second, but it's all good. Still powering through the Lavos 2 fight. Weird DBZ cell looking creature.
Yeah, Lavos 2 shouldn't be too bad. An obstacle being lock.
And is not waiting for his Omega Flare. It's just going through with powerful magic, like Robo Healer attack as needed. Yeah, there's another round. Get a healing beam off for this group attack. Smart play.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to break up the triple tech and do single or double techs instead.
Well, Magus doesn't play like nice with anybody. You only team up if you have a special colored rock. Korenth did apparently grind to level 36 for the second attempt.
Well, Dalton Plus is that scary, and he does do a ton of damage. And Dalton Plus has been nerfed in that spot too.
You can only nerf him so much.
Yes.
Still a very painful boss.
Yeah, before it was full magic damage you would take from the counterattacks, and that was basically one-shotting the party at that spot from both of them countering.
Yeah, so unless you had elemental gear, you'd be screwed.
Yeah. So we decided Dalton Plus could not be there. Then it got fixed, got reduced, and Dalton Plus can be there again. And doing Omega Flare to Lavos 3, dealing almost 6,000 to the middle bit.
It would be an easy enough fight. Knock on wood. Korenth is finally through his elevator fights. Catching up here in a second.
And did Omega Flare just took the counterattack?
Some valuable time healing, but we'll probably get another Mega Flare up.
Okay, waited for a middle bit to come back in. Omega Flare. Right bit has lower defense.
Yeah, it takes a little bit for that, after the bit regenerates, to actually put the shields back up on right bit.
Yeah, then after it puts the shields up, that's when it looks again to see if middle bit is there. And then lowers the shield if it's not there.
Luke is just getting continuously beat on.
Yeah, and they will counterattack whoever you menued with for that triple tech.
And it's deciding that Luke is the best bet for that.
Yeah, Robo has unusually high defense. Like, he would normally just eat that counterattack and say, give me more. Then going for fire tackle. And the black hole would work really well here too.
Yeah. It's the strat we're seeing. Is it more than a Mega Flare, though? Not quite, but it's safer.
Yeah, it is more safer.
Like I said, safer but slower, and decides to go for another Mega Flare and treat the audience to some lovely laser light shows. And that's it. GG's in chat. We have a game 3.
Welcome in, Ann.
Hello.
How was that for you?
I'm very surprised. I thought with an early go mode like that it would be a very close race, and I opted for a lot of safety, which slowed me down a little bit, but I was just hoping for Lavos to troll a little bit.
Yeah, and Korenth unfortunately did forfeit. He was having issues with the twin boss fight.
Oh, with the double Dalton?
Yeah. Welcome in, Korenth. GG on that amazing attempt.
Yeah, no. Pseudo is no longer allowed to roll seeds. What the actual crap is that? Well, that's not entirely fair. I made a bunch of stupid mistakes.
Did you go to Dactyl?
I did not. Is Ayla on Dactyl?
No, Magus is on Dactyl.
Oh.
Which made that blue rock in Laruba very useful.
Yeah.
I know how much you love blue rocks.
Yeah. No, let's see. I started off by screwing up Desert and accidentally triggered the fight at level 1. so I had to reset. And then found the quick go mode, which was really nice, and decided, you know what? I'm going to go try to climb Mount Woe for levels instead of grinding. Because surely I can beat whatever's on top of Mount Woe, but it's Flea. And she promptly stared my team into oblivion.
Well,
And so I had
as
to
soon as,
walk down Mount Woe.
as soon as I got the gate key, I got so excited. I did some grinding, and then I ran right to Tyranno Lair, and I hit the switch, and it said, "You don't have the Dreamstone."
Oops. Yeah.
I think neither one of us would call this our cleanest run.
No. Today I learned that if you die and come back to a safe spot, all monster respawns respawn in a zone. Did not know that before today.
Are you talking about the Mount Woe monsters?
Yeah, coming back down Mount Woe.
Yeah, they respawn after you leave the screen.
Even the ones that would have been on the screen when I saved still came back. So I think the fact that I left and then had to reload counts as reloading them. I don't know. That was weird. I've never run down Mount Woe before. That was terrible. And then, of course, Double Dalton sitting there in the double golem spot, and I don't know how I would have handled that.
I handled it poorly the first time, but eventually did 2 Omega Flares, and that was it.
Okay, that would do it. Now, I was trying to get to the point where I could Mega Bomb Ice Tackle him to oblivion, or at least one of them, so I'm not taking 4 one-hit KOs. And then when that didn't work, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go grind to like level 35, and maybe that'll do it. But also, Robo always has a weapon. Everywhere, Robo has a weapon. Robo's
There's
still
too
on
many
base.
weapons for Robo.
Yeah, and Robo's on base weapon today. At in-game. Robo is base weapon.
Yeah, I believe N actually went to Melchior and gave him the magma hand from there. It was that bad.
Yeah, I normally would have assumed I would have found one in Ocean
Yeah.
Palace or
Somewhere.
Tyranno Lair, but nope.
No. That's a god-awful seed. And honestly, I was sitting here thinking, it's like, all right, I'm a minute, hour 20. N's going to be done in just a bit, and I can finally say we're done. Why isn't he done? Why isn't he done? Oh, that's why he isn't done.
Yeah, and Korenth, you got to the twin fight before N.
Really?
By about 9 minutes.
Wow.
Because I did some extra things. I climbed Dactyl to get Magus. I did some extra grinding. I didn't. Yeah.
And when you went in with the Dreamstone,
I didn't have to leave.
Korenth went in at the same time too. So
Yeah.
you guys were neck and neck, converged several times in this run.
Yeah. That does not surprise me. But if you had said you're going to face Dalton plus, double Dalton plus, what team do you absolutely do not want? Maro, Luca, Robo would be it. And then the Blue Rock. I see Moon Blizzard mocking me with the Blue Rock yet again.
And so yesterday there was a Blue Rock win, or last time.
Yeah, there was. I felt terrible about it.
This time there's a Blue Rock win.
I did find a Black Rock in Kajar, and I was contemplating, do I go Blue Rock or Black Rock?
Oh, Blue Rock. Absolutely Blue Rock.
Yes.
One day we'll see a Dark Eternal win.
One day. Not today, though. So, I don't think I have any more thoughts on this. I'm just glad it's over.
Well, I'm glad you finished because that means I can stop fighting Dalton Plus.
You can go back and finish the seed on your own if you want later.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did see in chat, Moonblizzard was saying he thinks 2 Antipod 3s would kill them. I don't think so, even though I'd have sun specs from Mount Woe on Luca.
What is the
But
spot HP at the double spot?
7,000.
Yeah,
75.
okay.
70. Yeah, 7,000.
7,000.
Okay.
I want to say Anti 3's probably gonna. Anti 3 might get to 3,500 once I got to level 35. But I don't think Anti 3 at level 30 is going to do 3,500 damage.
Yeah, then you would be eating that Lightning 2 from both of them, which wasn't too much.
No, I wanted to try to get like Ice Cycle because I had a red vest and a red mail. It's like, oh, I can absorb some fire. I can absorb fire, but Marls needed to cast Re-Raise on everyone.
Yeah, those lemons were giving you a hard time.
Yeah. But no, GG, I'm all in. We've got to schedule a third race.
Yep. We'll have to figure out when to do that.
Yep.
So
Soon.
again, the real winners are chat because we get a game 3.
Exactly. We get more Chrono Trigger action. All right, go follow our runners. Yeah. Give everyone a follow. Everyone's doing an amazing job. Thank you all for coming in. Have a great day, everyone.